Hi, my salty pecans. Hi, everybody. Okay, let me make sure that my stuff is on. Hold on. Hold on. Hi, everybody. I am back at my normal location. Hold on. It's 10:32 p.m. and we're live, baby. Let's see. Let's see. Ooh, can you hear the firecrackers? They're still celebrating the 4th. So, on tonight's HauzPlant and Cocktails, I'm going to do a little quick catch up of my little vacation that I did last week to the Bahamas. And also, cocktail wise, I'm not drinking anything alcoholic. This is a watermelon, mango, and lime with a bit of coconut water. I want something refreshing. It's really hot in New York, so I just want something refreshing. I want something that reminds me of the Bahamas. Okay. Uh, Hi, Mr. Sheffield. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. So, yes, again, no cocktails tonight, no alcoholic cocktails, just a little smoothie mocktail situation. But let me, it's the hope from the mango and stuff. So let me catch you all up really quickly. I don't plan on staying here too long. It is the day after July 4th. Again, it's July 5th. So, yes, I went on one of the most awesomest trips to the Bahamas last week with my family. We've been doing this, summer family vacation the last couple of years, and I love it. So let's start off the first night where I did my live stream with you all. I went to Nassau, Bahamas. Nassau is the capital of the Bahamas. I believe there's about, don't quote me, about like 700 islands in the Bahamas. Okay. The island is just like, I guess, a collection of islands. Oh, John said it's Satan's Ball here in the South, so no alcohol for you. Cheers to that. I don't know what Satan's Ball is. I'll probably have to look into it in a little bit. I'll have to see what it is, but tell me about it in the meanwhile, John. So, yes, went to Nassau. We celebrated my step pop's birthday. We went to this really, really nice restaurant. I think the name was Solamar. That's where I was live streaming with you all 2 Fridays ago. I loved that place. It was so nice. We also spent one night there. We went to the Grand Hyatt Hotel. When I tell you that hotel is like tier, top tier. It's beautiful. The amenities is just top tier. They have a casino. I feel like if a hotel has a casino in there, you know they about it. But again, it's one of the top hotels in Nassau, Bahamas. So spent a night there, and then we ended up taking a flight from Nassau to Freeport, which is another one of the islands. So I believe, like I said, there's about 700 islands in the Bahamas, but only 32 are inhabited. Okay, that's what I was told by one of the tour guides. So we spent the remainder of the week in Freeport at the Ocean Reef. Personally, I don't recommend that hotel because, well, that resort, okay? The resort was nice for the most part. I'm someone, if you're not new to my channel, I'm someone who travels. I have traveled quite a lot in my, you know, in my thus far, okay? I have been to dozens and dozens of different countries, different housing, accommodations. So I've done Airbnbs to hostels to private homes to mansions to hotels. I've done a variety of different things. Okay, so this was a timeshare, and that location, personally, again, I would not stay at that resort. The main complaint I had is they had zero phone service. Okay. I have T-Mobile and I have to contact my phone company. My phone could not have any reception. It was horrible, and it was connected to whatever phone company they have in the Bahamas, and it was like the ALIV. I think that's how it's spelled. Alive, alive. I don't know how to pronounce it. My text messages went through, but when I touched down in the Bahamas, it gave me that alert that, oh, it's like 25 cents if you do phone calls and unlimited text and whatnot and data. So I'm happy about that, but I needed to do some phone calls back to the States during the week, and I could not do that for the life of me, which really stunk. It really stunk. So that resort, I guess whatever they did, it blocks your reception. So nothing on WhatsApp was going through. The only thing that worked was iPhone audio. So if the individuals did not have iPhone audio, I could not call. I purchased their Wi-Fi thing. They force you to have a Wi-Fi thing, okay? And I'm like, it's 2024. Who forces people to use Wi-Fi? I mean, to purchase Wi-Fi. You had to purchase it, which I did. Not the best reception, and they also limited the amount of people that could go onto it. It's 3 people per Wi-Fi package, so they made you. So if you have a family of 4, which I was a family of 4, the fourth individual had to purchase a whole separate. What is this? My hair looks. Had to purchase. Well, my family had to purchase a whole separate. It's just shiny. Had to purchase a whole separate package. Again, not the best. The resort wise, I wasn't a big fan of the restaurant there. The food was good, but the last night they kind of tried to play us and not serve us. We were like, no, we'll wait. So the restaurant is supposed to close, I believe, at like 9 or 10, and we got there at like 7 something, and they were like, oh, um they're like, oh no, sorry, the kitchen is backed up, we cannot serve anyone anymore. And I'm like, there's barely people here. One, how's the kitchen backed up? We're 4 people, and we purchased timeshare as well, so they gave us this like voucher thing, right? And we're like, we're leaving. This happened the last night we were there. We're like, we're leaving. We want to use this voucher. I'm not about to, give my vouchers to someone else, which is eventually what we were gonna do. So, I went and I spoke to one of the servers, and I was like, we'll wait, so eventually, like, they're like, okay, here, put your order in, what do you want? And then we ended up just taking our food to go. So I thought that was kind of like BS in a way. Another thing I really wasn't a big fan of is like their pool. They had 2 pools, but I'm expecting more of like crystal clear water, because the water in the marina, the lake, whatever body of water they had connected to the resort was like beautiful, like blue and green. But then the pool water was a little foggy. I need the chlorine game to be better in that pool. I kind of felt a little yucky, so I only swam in one of their pools just one time. And y'all, if you don't know, I love the water. I, in a past life, was a mermaid. I love the water. I remember last year when I was in Aruba, I spent over 12 hours, which is not good. No, I'm lying. I spent 10 to 7, 10 to 7, 10 to 8. So that's about 8, 9 hours I spent straight in the water. That was just one day. The other days I spent hours. It's either we were at the beach and the pool, at the beach by itself, the pool by itself. Every day I was in a body of water. This trip I only went in the water 2 days out of the entire vacation, which sucked. And like I'm a person, and one of the sexiest things for me, okay, I absolutely find um like tan lines to be really like attractive. And I didn't even get like the best tan. You see? I like barely got a tan. So that did not satisfy my summer, like Brazilian body sort of tan that I craving. Did not get that either because the 2 days that we were at the beach was not enough sun for me, okay? So one of the beaches that we went to was the Taino beach, and there's like this food shack called Tony Macaroni's. Went to Tony Macaroni's, had Tony Macaroni's conch salad. So delicious, and he makes his own pepper sauce. So I actually ended up purchasing one of his pepper sauce. When I tell you that thing is fire, it is so good. You literally need just a drop or so because it is so concentrated. Let me run and get it quickly to show y'all. Also, I'm going to show y'all some other things I got here. All right, let's start with the Tony macaroni stuff. All right. So, like I said, Tony Macaroni, he has like this little food shack at one of the entrances for the Taino Beach. Okay, so I got one of his pepper sauce. And this literally looks just like Tony. I have a photo with him. And this concentrated sauce, I already opened it, had a couple drops already in my food since I came home. It says it's made with bird peppers, ghost peppers, cayenne peppers, and goat peppers. And it's blended it's blended with inagua, rock salt, and fresh lime juice. Okay. This thing, when I tell you, will last years. It is so spicy. And another thing is like the conch, any purchase, you get your own conch. So I kept my conch that came with my meal. I have this beautiful conch. She's so pretty. So they actually let you come to the States with the conch, okay? So it's gonna be somewhere in my little biophilic home decor. All right. So another thing, like souvenir wise, I picked up because I didn't really get a chance at all to go souvenir shopping. I always buy stuff for friends and family. This time I literally had no chance. But in the airport, like a couple minutes before boarding, because we had to do a connecting flight because apparently there's like no direct flights to Freeport. So we had to do like a connecting in Nassau. But anyways, I ended up getting some of the Ricardos. This is Bohemian rum, okay? for my houseplant and cocktails. I got the coconut Bohemian rum and the mango rum. Okay, so next week I want to make a Bahama Mama using Ricardo's rum. So keep an eye out for next week's houseplant and cocktails for sure. But that is what I picked up, and I also got like a beautiful shirt. Let me see. Do I have that shirt here? Um. Okay. I also picked this up at the beach. Literally, the only souvenirs I picked up was at that beach and at that airport. This is the cutest shirt ever, and I'm so happy that man came selling because the way they kicked him off of that section of the resort after we purchased from him, they're like, "You're not supposed to be here. That's soliciting. I'm gonna call the, police. Blah 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 blah." I got this cute ass shirt. It says Bahama Mama with a cat on it, sipping a little cocktail. Okay, in the bikini, a pink bikini. When I tell you this is the cutest freaking shirt ever, I am obsessed with it. Okay, the man gave it like 4 for 40. Right? Yeah, he gave us like 4 shirts for like 50 or 4 shirts for 40, something like that. So cute. I got it in a extra large because I want it to be loose and baggy. When I tell you this is so cute, I'm obsessed with this. So that's literally the only things I ended up picking up in the Bahamas. Okay. So like I mentioned, we got a timeshare. Hi Felix, welcome. Welcome. So timeshare wise, it sounds good. At least because I'm doing it with like my sister and my mom. The timeshare we added on sounds really good. Not only for us to use, but as like rental property as well. Excuse me one moment. Hey Debbie Snacks, welcome. How are you all? We're back in our normal environment. So what was I talking about? The timeshare. So it's a good, income sort of option as well. Income property, rent it for whenever we want to rent it. So that was a great business. Hey, Exo Laney, welcome. First time seeing your comment. I am having, this is a non-alcoholic mango, watermelon, lime, and coconut water, like fruit smoothie. We will commence with the alcoholic drinks next week. Yesterday was July 4th. I had, I think, my fair share of alcohol for the week. I had a couple beers, a couple, of cocktails. So I'm good. I'm good. They were healthy because they were like fruit, like raw fruit juices with a little bit of, Hey, you're an oldie and a goodie. That's all that matters. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate it. So let's so is that all I want to share about the resort? But beauty wise, the horticulture in the resort was so nice. It was on the water. Like everything was so it was beautiful. It was everything I just needed, everything I wanted. All I really wanted to do was relax and just get a break from work, relax and not have to be up, 5 something in the morning and worried about the hustle and bustle of work in New York City, working with people. And it was great to not have any responsibilities and just have the beautiful island weather, the beautiful island breeze, the food. Oh, food wise, the Bahamas is really known for conch. So I had my fair share of conch. So good. There's another area called the fish fry. The fish fry is a area that's on the beach. Okay, it's kind of in a shape of a U, or an upside down U, right? So you drive, okay, and you go like around, and this part is like the beach area, okay, but they have like several little huts and shacks along the area, okay, where the story apparently is about 50 or so years ago there was a huge storm, and the people in that area, okay, the family in that area decided to bring, to rebuild that community, to rebuild that area. Every Wednesday they would have this thing called like a fish fry. So they would come out, sell plates, sell this, sell that, in order to raise money for the church. Okay, they wanted to rebuild the church that got damaged during that storm about 50 or so years ago, and they were able to raise up all the funds that they needed, okay, but that place became the new hip and poppin' thing of the town every single Wednesday. So even though they were able to rebuild the, I'm sorry, I'm having a little, I'm trying to gather the story. They were able to rebuild the church, but the community loved it so much that they, 50 years later, they're still doing the fish fry every Wednesday. The people in, Freeport, Grand Bahamas know to go to the fish fry. The huts are, there. And the story also behind everyone that's in the huts, selling in the huts, and also everyone that lives in that compound, is they're all family, okay? It's the Smith family. So, in order to live in that area, that beach property, you need to be part of the Smith family. Again, that's a beautiful story, beautiful history of the island. So, beautiful story of that portion, that region as well. So, yeah, went to the fish fry, got delicious food, got delicious conch. Uh, had my fair share of good water, good weather, good food, amazing water. The last place we went to, we ended up visiting the Lucaya National Park, which the Lucayans were the original natives of the Freeport, Bahamas, of that region of the Bahamas. So they named that, so Freeport is kind of like Lucaya. So went to the national park. They showed us. I have a couple of clips and videos that I might do reels with, of, it's like a ficus autisma, okay? That tree is gigantic. It's so huge that the roots go underground into the cave, and they have this underground water system. And allegedly the Lucayans, that particular tribe, the natives that inhabited Bahamas, they buried their deads in the water. And that's how they were able to, one, distinguish that, okay, this was a Lucayan burial site, because of course there were several bodies in that underground water cave, but also the way the Lucayans look is very distinct to them. Okay, so how how they distinguish their race, their tribe, their people from birth, what they do is they take like a stone, okay, and they basically, from that soft tissue of the child's head. Hi, CJ. Welcome. Thank you for stopping by. So they put the stone and they tie it around their children's head, okay? So as, the bones form, the heads grow, they have this like indentation in their face and their forehead. That's how you distinguish a Lucayan from every other tribe within the Bahamas, okay? And they're the only ones that also bury their deads underwater. So that gave me a lot of Wakanda forever vibes. Okay. So went to the Lukai National Park, seen a lot of, again, their different cave structures, their underground systems, a bunch of mosquitoes, of course, bit my behind. But of course, it's a national park and they have a lot of greenery. They had so many different plants, so many different agaves. They have the yellow agaves, blue agave is what they really use for tequila, but different berry trees. They had mahogany trees. Oh, it was, I really enjoyed the national park, and they let us spend like 1 hour at the beach as well. So that wasn't long enough. And then we got rained out. So we couldn't even spend as long as we wanted because a huge storm ended up coming. And we barely made it out of the water, barely made it out of that water. So let me have another sippy sip of my smoothie. Mm. But coming back home was great. Trips was smooth, was fun. I cannot wait for my next vacation. Back to work. I officially made a full year at my job. I'm technically off probation now. So officially 1 year government working. All right. And I have decided I want to where to next? Lainey asked. I'm not too sure where my next big trip will be. I have coming up the next couple of months, a couple of weddings I have to go to. So I know there's going to be a Vegas trip. There's going to be one to New Hampshire for weddings. So I have those, but personally for me, I'm not too sure when my next big trip will be. I don't even know. I have no idea. But I know, yeah, I really don't even know because I want to go back to school. Okay, I'm planning on going back to school next year. All right, so I know I got like another 4 years of schooling I have to finish. Wish me the best of luck. Okay, wish me the best of luck. So I don't know how. Well, I know I'm gonna make the time for YouTube and my Friday night lives. That's one thing I can't not do. Okay, but that's another decision I've decided to make. Another path I want to go down. Something else I want to embark. I'm always, I guess, searching for to learn, searching for what's next, what's new, and I decide, I know exactly what I want to do for my career, go into the exact field that I want to go into. I'll speak about it, maybe in a couple of months. I'll catch you all up in a couple of months of, exactly the route that I'm going to go down. I don't want to talk too much about it. Don't speak about things before they occur, but I'm just sharing, obviously the idea. But yeah, I'm waiting for like my study books to come in and all that. And then next year, got to worry about applying for schools and all of that. So wish me the best of luck. But again, I'm happy at least I'm a year into this job. A year means official benefits. A year means increasing vacation hours. So instead of like 4 hours, of vacation, you get like 6 hours of vacation. Um, Even better, different. It's awesome. Okay, so I'm not complaining. So let's get into plants. Okay. Yes, Felix, I agree. Let me read some of the comments. Felix says recently finding larger philodendron billet. What? At local Home Depots for $20. Also found a philodendron Warzeski, Warchesowicki, Warcesquis for $30 at Home Depot too. I couldn't believe it. Felix, did you get it? Did you get it? Because I remember when you were telling me about the philodendron tortum and you passed it up. Did you end up getting it? Thank you, Lainey. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yo, I am nervous. I'm not nervous. I'm not scared. I'm just ready. You know what I mean? I'm just ready. I'm just ready. Like, I'm not worried about not passing anything, not getting the scores that I've gotten, because I was able to literally teach myself a whole entire, number one, I'm sorry, let me just finish my sentence. I was able to teach myself a completely new entire language. And when I say entire language, I mean computer science. Computer science. Okay. I self taught myself computer science, cyber security, command, everything. Okay. While working full time. I am, I'm going to toot my own horn. I'm a genius. Okay. I was able to learn my own, literally. I'm like, oh, I'm interested in something, let me just go do it and teach myself. Literally certified pharmacy technician, okay, cybersecurity analyst. Y'all, I am insane. And now I'm going into a whole, literally another field that has nothing to do with this. I have my bachelor's in Africana Studies and Studio Arts. I am literally Lynn from Girlfriends. If you know that show, Girlfriends, I am literally Lynn from Girlfriends. I'm like this kumbaya, like, I'm this kumbaya, Haitian chick. Sometimes I got my locks and my curls, and I have like a whole bunch of specialties. And let me show y'all who Lynn is. Hold on. Let me share screen. This is who Lynn is from the show Girlfriends. It used to, in New York, it used to show up on the station UPN 9. This is Lynn. And homegirl had like 10 degrees. She had like 10 degrees, even hairstyle wise, personality wise. Look, she got the curls like me going on. Okay. I went through my bang era. You know, when I be coming on with my bangs, yeah, I love that bangs hair I do sometimes. Okay. Literally, Lynn. So yeah. Debbie says that's awesome. Felix not here. Tycons are under 50 though. That is insane. I'm happy. I'm happy Tycons are going back. Do y'all believe the reason that these prices are going down is because the market is starting to cool down, or is it just the influx of plants or the influx of availability? The supply and demand is kind of bear and bulling. It's kind of like the stock market. Is it a bear market or is it a bull market? Is the supply and demand high or is the value low? Okay. That's, I want to know what your thoughts are on that part. Okay. Let's see what else. Felix says, yes, Pam, I always tell individuals to invest in yourself going back to school. Amen to that. Debbie Snacks agrees. Oh no, you're still looking for your totem, Felix. I feel you on that. I wonder how large the totems in the big box stores are. My little totem is doing pretty good. Let me show y'all my little totem quickly before we get into the Polynuera Broget. Dealing with that. Oh, and I gotta renew my license. I got the letter from the DMV telling me my license expires next month for my birthday, so I gotta get my life together. Oh my gosh. My cats, since I've been home, have been literally glued to my feet. I am tripping every second because they are wrapped around my legs. So this is my little tortum. I repotted it a month or so ago, and it's doing cute. Remember, I popped off all those immature baby leaves. Doing cute. Cute or whatever. Cute though. Not whatever. Okay. All right. So let's get into the where's my, oh, I left my cup. Did I leave my cup? Where's my cup? I had my little plastic cup for my plant repot thing, but I can't find. Oh, I see it. It's on the floor. There you are, darling. I needed you. Look, the cat is like right under the rolling portion of the chair. I need to roll my chair, but if I roll, we're back. All right, hold on. Let me have a sippy. They miss me so much, Deb. Those cats miss me so much. So much. All right. So I have my Polynuera Broget. I had my uncle, pet implanted for me. I would say he did a great job. I'm not gonna complain at all. But ooh, something just broke off. Did I break that just now? I don't know if I just popped this off or it's just really, this just snapped off. That's disappointing. But I don't know. He like overwatered all my plants. Again, no complaints. I'd rather he overwatered them versus they were underwatered. So I had to like drain out all of these. Anyways, this Polyneura Broget is a little funky. This plant is a little funky. So I want to chop her up a bit. Okay, I'm gonna chop her up at a couple of points, okay, and have her redo herself so we could have a nicer looking plant. This plant's a little scrawny looking and I don't like that. So we're gonna chop her up, and I did make my container mix. And the only things I'm putting in here is literally, this is perlite and moss, okay? Perlite and some live moss. I want to use this thing. So remember I mentioned that my uncle, he kind of overwatered my Polyneura, well, my plants just a little. So a lot of the plants I kind of had to drain out. So in order to capture the particles and the debris, I use this because I don't have a sieve, a mesh thing for them. So I just use this. So I'm just gonna use this to gather the product, but also drain it as well. I'm like, oh, this is genius. Just like that. Innovation. Literally make life so much easier. Okay. Simple, easy, peasy, lemon squeezy. make my life much easier. I don't have to worry. And then just like that, simple. So I have the moss in here, and I'm going to grab these shears. I'm also going to grab, I have to put I have this little baby fan running in front of me because it's hot out. It's hot. In this room, I don't have a fan or anything or an AC, at least running right now. So to not be sweating like I usually do, I just have that little fan running. And I bought that fan for vacation, and it's been coming in clutch. I even had to use it yesterday. So the first piece I want to cut off is here. And then the next part I want to cut off is here. Okay. This is like its own, it's like two different nodes. So I hope something pops up, there, and something pops up here. Okay. All right. Let's work with these two for now. In the meanwhile, this is the first one. I'm gonna dip it in some of the water that the plants were on. Hi, Mama Donna TV. Welcome. Another new salty peep commenting tonight. All right. I dipped it in some rooting hormone. And let's see if this is too tall. This might be a little too tall. So let's do this. We're going to chop her up at another node. Okay. Dip this in water and then dip it in rooting hormone. Stick it inside of this moss perlite with the rooting hormone. Next cutting. And the third one, same thing. Give it a little rinse in the water. And this water just to wet, the stem up. And then just stick it inside of here like so. And that's it. I'm gonna leave. I could cut here off, but I think I'm just gonna leave it for now. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it for now. Okay. At least I got rid of those bare longer strands. I'm getting sap like splashed all over me. Okay. And that's pretty much it. I'm gonna have to look for the cap for this container, but that's it. Literally simple. I'm gonna cap it with mine. Like I said, I have to find the cap for this. It's somewhere here. It might be in my kitchen, but I'm gonna leave that there. I'm also going to use one of my heat mats. I think I'm gonna use the one that Felix sent to me. I'm sorry, I'm looking for the cap. I'm gonna use the heat mat that Felix sent to me, or the grow mat. to put that and let it warm up and root and propagate. And I'm just going to keep an eye out on the roots so it doesn't turn into mush. Because again, Polyneura is a little funny, finicky. All right, let's see. I go through the comments. Felix said, I think certain plants are becoming more available. Plus, I think individuals are not interested in certain plants because not rare or difficult to get. I agree. The big old hype of being a rare plant collector, I don't think it's the same. Now it's just you have the plant. And again, I remember a couple of years ago I was saying the moment Costa Farms, Angel Farms, those big box stores get their hands on the it plant, that's it. Philodendron Tortum in a Home Depot Lowe's, what? Crazy. Philodendron billetier in a Home Depot Lowe's, crazy. Philodendron Waworshashki in a Home Depot for $30. That's crazy, okay? That's insane. But again, once those stores got their hands on it, Monstera Thai Constellations being sold for less than $20. That's insane. But I do definitely agree, Felix. I definitely agree. I remember, what is it, the Philodendron Ilsemini, that plant that was going for like, it had that whole drama for like $10,000 with Haley Ellen, $10,000+ because it was a bidding war. Again, those communities are still out there. Those buyers and sellers are still out there, but not at that rate anymore. Not at that insanity rate anymore. Let's see. Yeah. Debbie says she struggles with her Polyneura as well. Yeah, some people, their Polyneura is just like, they just chill. But mine, be dropping leaves for no reason. For no reason. No reason. Yeah. A lot of people that had the flex with their rare plants, yeah. That used to be the thing. I am a rare plant collector. Praise me. Not so much more. Not so much. Let's see. That's the weather. Debbie says 90s and 104 Tuesday, Wednesday, then back to the 90s for 3 days. That's insane. Yeah, it's way too hot. Way too hot. But I'm not complaining. I would rather the hot weather than cold weather. Give me the heat. I don't need this freezing. It's never that serious. Never that serious. I miss that era too. That was a fun plant era. If you weren't here, I'm sorry. If you missed the hype of houseplant collecting when everyone was on lockdown and realized that you can actually keep plants. You can actually keep plants so much so that you have an excess of plants. You can actually keep plants so much so that you have an excess of plants that now you have too many plants that you can't maintain, so you have to start selling them. I miss that era. That era of when plants were affordable before everyone wanted to become a seller. Deb says, yes, she thrives, then hold on, let me see. She thrives, then did, yes, without obvious cause. Oh, then dies without obvious cause. I love her though. She finally putting out new growth after like a year. Yeah. Even with mine as well, like I'll get peduncles for it to flower, but then the peduncles never flower. So it's disappointing. It's a little sad for me. John says people were trying to keep and not allow tissue cultures to happen. Look at the philodendron sancti, right? The philodendron sancti. Oh, remember that drama? Remember that drama? But it's like, what people gatekeeping? Like, just go to eBay. All of those importers, remember the hype of those importers that could not leave people alone? I used to get like 10 importer messages like a day. Like, hello ma'am, I have I have dang, what's that plant? It was so popular. It was one of those Aglionema families. The the tricolor. The Aglionema tricolor, I think that's the one. Hold on. Yeah, the Pictum tricolor. Remember that plant? I remember when I started getting into like the indoor online houseplant community, the Aglionema pictum tricolor was one of the rare plants that people could not get their hands on. And if you had the pictum tricolor, you were the shit. You were the bee's knees. Okay, you were popping. Okay, if you had the Aglionema pictum tricolor, you were that bitch. Period. Okay. And now, pictums, as you can see, you could get a pictum very affordably for $30. That's not even. It's not even like a like. Of course, the sill. You're always gonna find something at this on the sill for mad bread, But if you understand how to purchase plants, you're probably gonna get it from Etsy or eBay or from another private seller. Yeah. Let's see. I feel you. The Polyneuro is a little finicky. When it's happy, it's happy. Mine goes through like this huge growth spurt, and then life starts happening. The pictum was your favorite plant. Such a beautiful plant. I remember it used to be huge on my wish list. I really wanted to pick them because I have my Aglionema right here, my Silver Queen, who's huge. So I wanted like another, Aglionema, and it was so pretty. The coloration, gorgeous. Never got my hands on one though. That's all right. Yep. Importers were contacting Instagrammers, YouTubers. If you had a social media, they were contacting you. Hello, ma'am. Hello, sir. I'm a freaking woman. Why are you calling me sir? When I tell you, when you get to like that 500 to 1,000 YouTuber count, the shops go crazy because you're at that little number where they're like, fresh meat, fresh meat, fresh meat. Promote me for free, promote me for free. So be careful. Mm, 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 mm. John says, I think they would get X number of tissue plants and sell X and farm the rest. Yeah, yeah, that's literally what they would do. I remember there's this this guy that I met online, and he's also into the plant community, and he was just like, "Oh, this was how long ago was this? Oh, last year. Wow, time flies. So last year around like January, February, I met this guy who's also a plant parent, and he was just like, oh, he had all of these Thai constellations that he's rehabbing, that he ordered overseas to try and sell, but I guess people weren't really trying to buy them like that because it takes time for the plant to acclimate before you feel comfortable to even sell them. Yeah, but people, flexing got what they have, but then reselling is no joke. Okay, selling houseplants is no joke. Selling houseplants during certain seasons, it's even the worst. I don't sell houseplants. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, and I don't got the time for all that. Maybe every now and then I might do a little, a little sale, but for it to be the bread and butter, my 9 to 5, it ain't for the weak. It is not for the weak. But salty peeps, it is about to be 11:30. If you are still watching, please give this video a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. I am going to call it a night. I'm going to go shower. I'm going to relax. I'm going to rest. I'm going to sleep. And I'm going to enjoy the remainder of my smoothie. Again, non-alcoholic. It's fresh mangoes, fresh watermelon, fresh lime, fresh coconut water, and ice. Next week, we will be making our, it's the ice. We will be making our Bahama Mama using our Bahamian rum. Let me show you again. This is Ricardo. Okay, Ricardo is rum of the Bahamas. That's the coconut flavor, and I also picked up the mango flavor. Mango is my favorite fruit, so I decided to get mango and coconut. They're really known for their coconut one. So doing those. Both of my girls are literally right here. Look, one is about to jump on my lap. When I tell you these cats are so happy I'm home. Look at her. Like, this is a beef. She's a beef. She's an ox. She's an ox. Good night, Mr. Sheffield. Good night, Lainey. Good night, Debbie Snacks. Good night, Senor Felix. Dulce sueño to you too, Mr. Sheffield. No, they do. They do. My cats, they're full-blown children. I always say, I don't know how I'm going to do it when I do have human offsprings. These girls, I hope they love my human offspring as much as they love me. Okay, if not more. All right. I don't know. But I love you, salty peeps. Thank you again. And keep an eye out for this Sunday's video. I think this Sunday I'm just going to release. I did a pack with me haul, TikTok shop thing. I don't know if I want to put it on this channel, but I have a couple other things that I've been working on. So I will see you then. Let's get going.